So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Essential Sports Talk. I've been thinking lately about this Super Bowl matchup, and does this not look a little familiar to anybody? The Chiefs versus the Eagles, last year's Chiefs versus 49ers. Yes, you could say the 2 years ago matchup, because obviously. But there's a lot more similarities between the 49ers and this year's Eagles. Just hear me out. So, the 49ers upset a Cinderella story in the NFC Championship, spoiling everybody's hopes and making it a Super Bowl matchup not very liked by people because the Chiefs were going to make it and then the 49ers made it, which happened in the NFC Championship game when the Eagles beat the Commanders and then the Chiefs would beat the Bills, making it a Super Bowl matchup nobody really wanted to see. But hey, maybe I'm just stretching here. Let's look at the players. You have a guy who was really good, actually. He was very underrated in the league, but people just didn't like him for some reason. Whether it was the team or whether it was the fans, it was not actually his fault that he wasn't liked. Just like Jalen Hurts, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the league and one of the nicest people, but people don't like him because his fans and team. Okay, but what about their running backs? Their running backs can't be similar. Christian McCaffrey was one of the best rushers the year they made the Super Bowl. Probably would have been an MVP candidate, but things happened and stuff happens and it's an MVP quarterback award. He's probably not going to win it, but he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Not rookie, offensive player. Just like Saquon, who really should be winning the MVP, almost breaking the rushing record. But we all know he's not going to because it's an MVP quarterback award. Okay, but there's one more. You have the wide receiver room where you have two guys who could go off. These guys, they have their ups and downs though. One game they could both go for 200 each, and another game they could go for 25 combined. It happens. Just like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, who really have their ups and downs. And one of them is actually about to be traded. Just like the Debo talks, there was a lot of talks A.J. Brown, and there was a lot of talks of Debo. Does that not sound weird to anybody? And then you have the defenses, where the 49ers were considered one of the best in the league and held teams to less than 30 in almost every game they played. And then you have the Eagles, who have held teams to less than 30 in almost every game they've played. So, is this just another Super Bowl of last year? Are we going to reach overtime again? You know what? This makes me think that there's a defender on the Eagles side that shouldn't be jumping during the Super Bowl because that could go very wrong. So, yeah, that's just my talk. That's a really similar squad, right? Or is that just me? Tell me about it in the comments. I'm out.